Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey beautiful people. Welcome Obodo fam. Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o. Welcome. How is everyone doing? Sanu Dezua, Yaya Aiki, Yaya De. I hope everybody is all right. Welcome. I throw away salute. I had you guys. Please give us a thumbs up. Thanks to everybody that have already liked. Obodo fan, you guys, when they sweet my belly, you guys are really making me happy these days with your likes, because yesterday I realized that the likes were a lot for that show. And today, before I even started, there were already about 15 likes, which is very impressive for a show that has not started. So let's try and up the likes. We are still struggling with our subscription. We are not still in 100,000 yet, even though I've been sitting here for too many years. It's embarrassing to mention it. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's the impact that counts. Sometimes if I feel bad about the numbers not increasing, when people just reach out and tell me the value that we bring on this platform and how they are learning and unlearning, it's like a balm that suits my heart. So yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for always being here. I appreciate you guys. You know what? Together, we are making a massive impact. We are creating a platform, and we are having those conversations. We are having those conversations. We are forcing ourselves to have those conversations, and that's what's important. We are learning, unlearning, and people are sharing. Things are very, very beneficial to other people. And sometimes it's not even the people that participate in the live stream. It's thereafter, people pick it up and changing the narrative one story at a time. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Welcome. Please subscribe, like the video. I am very well. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. So tonight I'm just gonna be really, really quick. We're talking about our favorite um online skit makers. We're gonna call them skit makers because they've said they are skit makers. So since they say they are skit makers, we'll call them what they call themselves. Somebody said on social media today, I was reading the story, and somebody said they will continue to make skits. Lagbara Jesu is skits. Judy and Yo will continue to make skits since they said the skits they are making. So there was something going on now about the lawyer of May is reporting a lot of things regarding the divorce. They are in court. May has taken you to court to get a divorce from the marriage so he can carry on with his new love interest, which, I mean, for all intent and purposes, seems like the right thing to do for everybody involved. It's the right thing to do for him so he can focus on the person he claims to love, which is Watermelon, aka Judy. It's the right thing to do for you because for May, because she's still a very young woman, and you don't expect her to be celibate for the rest of her life, or not to have love, or try at least to find love again. And it's the best interest for the children as well, which are the most important people in this shenanigans. Because remember, children don't usually ask to be born. They don't ask to be brought into all this drama. The parents are the ones that orchestrate all the drama, and sadly, they bring the children in. So they are in court. May has gone to court. I've been hearing stories about how it is very, very difficult to get a divorce in Nigeria. It's like pulling teeth if you're trying to get a divorce in Nigeria. I don't know why the legal system in Nigeria is so complex, like every other thing in Nigeria. Why is it so difficult to get a divorce? I don't know. But apparently they drag it out and make it almost nearly impossible for you to get that divorce. So before I get to what's going on now, the drama that is playing out in court, I wanted to show you this article I found online. This is in 2019. October 31st, 2019 to be precise. Yul, Edochie, and May, and wife May, celebrating 15 years of marital bliss. Okay. I am taking this from Bella Ninja. And this is a picture they took in church. This is they are Catholics. So this is a picture you can see in the background there. There is a harvest of divine praise. So they took this. You can see his rosary. He likes his rosary. He doesn't wear it that much anymore now. He used to dangle his rosary for everybody to see. I think he stopped wearing the rosary when his baby mama started calling him Isimli. So he used to wear this rosary quite a lot. Proud Catholic, right? Except that he forgot that as a Roman Catholic, you can only marry one wife. Okay. So this was back in 2019, celebrating 15 years of marriage. And I wanted to just share with you guys what they said about one another. Your wrote on that day said, today, 30th of October 2019, marks our 15 years wedding anniversary. And he tagged her, May Yul and Edochie, grateful to God for everything. And the wife wrote in her own social media handle, the most beautiful thing I ever did was to share my life and heart with you. We may not always have it all together, but together we have it all. Oh, nice play of words. I like that. It feels like just yesterday, but it's been 15 good years. Happy anniversary, my king. At Yul Edochie. The actor got married at age 22 and is blessed with 3 sons and a daughter. So they got 4 children prior to losing one of them. So you see, only 2019, they were celebrating each other, celebrating 15 years. I wanted to show you guys this just so you can see how fickle these things can be, especially for a man like Yul Edochie. Only 2019, celebrating 15 years of marital bliss, 4 lovely children, happy home, for all we can see on social media, right? And now the narrative has changed. Just a few years later, is another woman in your arm every single day on social media. You are singing and dancing. You are making videos daily. Even when your son passed on, you are there dancing and making videos every day with another woman. I mean, sometimes I don't know. See, if you are a man and you are listening to this, be aware that you see, it's not only men that hurt by cheating. Women hurt too when the person they love is cheating on them. Cheating is emotional abuse, and it hurts the other person. It hurts. So we often have a conversation about how men cannot take a lot of the things that they dish out. And a lot of people have a problem with that because they feel like some men just gloss over it like shebi is ordinary cheating. It's not a big deal. Some women actually don't take it serious as well. I know a lot of Nigerian women on this table, they don't mind. Shebi na cheating. Kò ṣàgbé wálé. Ó ń ṣe tó bá jáde á padà wálé, he will come home. So it doesn't matter whatever he's doing. So yeah, it's not only men that feel disrespected when their spouse cheats. It hurts everybody. So the woman hurts as well. It's painful. It's a kind of pain that you cannot see physically. Is in your emotions that you'll be feeling the pain. So let's come back to today. Fast forward to today. This has been ongoing for 2 years now. I literally have a playlist of Yul and Edochie because they keep giving us content, to be honest, and I'm not even complaining. Since 2 years now, Yul and Judy have been consistently giving us content. And there's always something to... In fact, it's not everything that we'll cover. Let me tell you something. If you want to create, whether YouTube or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform that you prefer, and you want to create your content solely on these two, there will be something for you to talk about. They will always, because they never stop. So 1 minute they are saying, "Oh, leave us alone. We are living our life." Well, how are you? Is Watermelon that is always saying that. How dare you tell a 40-something-year-old man how to live his life? You cannot tell a 40-something-year-old man how to live his life. But every day you bring your foolishness on social media. You are literally, on toja. You bring it to online in-laws. And when people now talk about it, you don't like it. As a matter of fact, I think Yul personally enjoys it when blogs talk about them. It makes him feel good. There was something that was trending a while ago. What was it, guys? Remind me. It was about Mohbad. Yeah, Mohbad. When Mohbad's case came up, and a lot of the blogs were now talking about Mohbad. Hey, you didn't like it. He didn't like it one bit. That was when I knew that this guy is an attention hogger. Like, he likes the attention. He loves it when they talk about them. That's when they will now go and do dance video. They will go and act drama. Not everything to fester the attention on themselves. If the attention was even bringing them money, Akuku Yemi, it's not bringing them money. It's not bringing them positive publicity. It's not bringing you anything. So, Kilo Day, I don't understand. Why do you do this without consideration for your children? And these children they see all these things. The daughter unfollowed him the other day. She unfollowed him. He doesn't care. People like Rita Edochie, which is a sister-in-law to May, believe strongly that he's inside a bottle. Me, I'm still waiting to see that bottle that they put him in. Rita believes strongly that Yul is tied into a bottle by the person that keeps calling him simile, and that bottle one day will break. Okay, so let's go to what's going on today. The solicitors, or what are they called? The lawyers for May are called DPA Family Law Clinic. And this is what they released. Stop calling Yul and Judy husband and wife. They are only skit makers of babies, in quotes. Okay, so it's quite a read, but I'm going to read it because it makes sense. And this is what they wrote. They said, if you want to know how Yul, Edochie, and Judy Austin plan to defend themselves in court, you have to take a close look at the response they filed in court. Their strategy is clear and straightforward. They plan to tell the court that everything they do on social media, all those videos and all those posts, are just skits, in caps. They want to compare themselves with Oga Sabinus and call themselves skits. Now, look at the exact words of Yul. So they serve them the divorce papers, right? As normal, the court will file, and lawyer will file on behalf of May, and the court will now send him, the papers for him to respond. So this is what he wrote. In quotes, I read that since the news of the birth of Star in June 2021, Gistlover and a negative blog that thrives in fake and manipulated information for financial gains, has been negatively exploiting every move or skit featuring me and Judy and generating social media traffic for financial benefits. Therefore, did you see where he called his skits between him and Judy? But they are forgetting that their skits have produced 2 children. And they are about to get the 3rd one as we go. If Judy gets pregnant again, I will really know that they've completely removed sense from that girl's head. Anyway, she no kuku get sense before, so I won't be too surprised. They're about to get another one. Okay. So their skits have produced 2 children. If it's skit, how can you have babies from skits? Their skits produce a child called Star and his sister. Real skit makers like Oga Sabinus do not produce babies from their skits. But if this were all skits, why hire Sarah Martins to falsely accuse May? You guys know the angle of Sarah Martins. the part she played in all this super story until she repented and gave her life to Christ. I still don't trust her. I don't trust that girl one bit. She's not the kind of person you want to have near you at all, at all, at all. Everything about her reeks of, some kind of very bad spirits. Mm. And then they went on to say, is that part of the skit too? Sarah doesn't think so. She already told the world it was a cold-blooded and vicious attack against an innocent woman in order to steal her husband. Now, carefully read the main allegation and how Yul and Judy responded to the allegation. They denied themselves as husband and wife. They called it all skits and they blame it on Gistlover, the evil genius. So this is the petition, May's petition. She said that the respondent, who is Yul, guys, please give us a thumbs up. I'm reading quite a lot here, so I'm not looking at the comments. Oh my God, the likes are not going up. As you are listening, please just drop a like for us there in the comment section and subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you so much. This is May's petition. She said that Yul left Lagos for Enugu on the 21st of April 2022, a Thursday, and on Sunday, the 24th of April 2022, she found out on social media via Gistlover blog that that Yul was performing traditional marriage rites with Judy in their hometown in Anambra State. It was then, as at when the information was posted, she said that she relied on the said publication at the trial of the suit. This is Yul's response to that. Yul said categorically that he denies that paragraph 10 of the petition that states that the said Gistlover blog publication was false and fueled by Gistlover's enterprise in fake news and chaos. That since the news of the birth of the respondent's child with the codependent in June 2024, Gistlover has a negative blog that tries in fake and manipulated information for financial gain has been negatively exploiting every move or skit featuring the respondent and correspondent, that is Yul and Watermelon, and generating social media traffic for financial benefits therefrom. So, this is Judy's response, because they called her into the matter as well. She's respondent number 2. The co-respondent, Judy, said, categorically denies paragraph 10 of the petition and states that the said Gistlover blog publication was false and fueled by Gistlover's enterprise. They are repeating the same thing. Fake news and chaos. There's no traditional marriage ceremony between the respondent and the co-respondents, Yul and Judy, on the 24th day of April 2022 or any other date whatsoever. So what they are telling us is that they are not married, which is what we've been saying, that they are just baby mama. She's just a baby mama. They are not married. And she said there was never any traditional marriage on the 21st of April 2022 or any other day whatsoever. Conclusion. Please stop calling Yul and Judy husband and wife. They are just skits babies. Oh my God, they are skit makers who make babies. Amarinko. Eh? So Yul and Judy are arguing that all those videos that you guys are seeing are skits, and that they are not in any way married, and there's nothing between them in terms of relationship wise. They are not married. So he's using that to hold on to May, not to divorce her. Let me say that again. Yul is refusing to sign the divorce because he's saying that he's not married to another woman, that Yul is his wife. Hey, we have to play that, because not be juju be that. Ola, you need to send me that one that says not be juju be that. Egbami. Aladugbo egbami. So all this while, that they are doing husband and wife, carrying on, ijele, up and down. Ashe, there's no marriage anywhere, my people. Lori Iro, they are never married. This is the latest. Did you see the latest one they've been doing? They've been dancing as usual, creating more skits. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. This is what, you know what they say? It's either you get it or you don't get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Me, I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Hmm? Okay, there's more. Let me read this. There's more to this. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Please welcome. I salute you. Apparently, Yul and Judy are skit makers. Hmm? Yeah, they are calling themselves skit makers, that they are not married and there's nothing formal between them. Okay, so this is the part I wanted to bring out. According to DPA lawyers, yeah, following Yu's announcement of his second marriage, remember he posted about it. It's not just before Gist Lover exposed them. He posted about it and say, meet my second family. Remember, this is my second wife and my son. He was holding his son and posted a picture of him and Judy and put a quote under. I don't know if that is still on his page, but he posted about it. So the lawyers are saying that May had initially considered pressing a bigamy charge, which is what a lot of people would have done if they are vindictive and they really want to hurt him the way he's been hurting her for 2 years. Because bigamy is still against the law in Nigeria, even though polygamy is thriving. Once you marry somebody in the local government, you have that certificate. The law says you cannot take a second wife. And that is why you see that most of all these polygamous people, they only marry one wife legally. And that's why when they buy and there's any property, you'll be hearing one of the senior wife be saying, I'm the legal wife. I am the only legal wife. Because they get certificate. You, show me your certificates where they say marry you. So traditional marriage is recognized, but in law, it is not recognized. All right. It's a form of marriage in Nigeria. Church marriage is a form of marriage in Nigeria, but legally, it is the only marriage that is recognized according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the Marriage Act of 1970. I'm just quoting that date, too. Don't take me serious. It is that marriage that you do in the council where you will sign. There are witnesses there. There's somebody there. That is the one that is recognized. Okay, so there are grounds for bigamy here for May to sue, and she has plenty of evidence to support that bigamy. But she didn't, because she's a good and nice spirit that we all know. She's a very calm, loving, meek, and very genuinely nice person. May, God bless her. So she didn't file for bigamy. So the lawyer said May initially considered pressing a bigamy charge, which is a criminal offense of marrying someone while still legally married to another person against you. However, she was said to have decided against towing such a legal part out of fear of seeing her husband behind bars in the event of a successful outcome of such a case. You see, she's still thinking about him. She's still thinking about the impact it will have on his career. She's thinking about the impact it will have on the children. But is you thinking about that? Is he even thinking about himself? No, he's not. He's somebody like he's on a self-destructive path. Yeah. That's the path that he's on. May's lawyer said that this prompted a shift in strategy against what initially she should have done. Instead of that, May opted to file for divorce and pursue damages for adultery against Judy, Yu's alleged extramarital partner. May's lawyer said she resorted to seeking legal redress in court after her son died. The lawyer added that May's refusal to grant Yul intimacy. Hey, I'm not hearing this well. The lawyer added that May's refusal to grant Yul intimacy, his intimacy demand, since he has a second marriage, eventually felt. Okay, let me take that again. The lawyer added that May's refusal to grant Yul intimacy demand, since he has a second marriage, eventually felt compelled to involve the law due to threats and aggressive behavior from her estranged husband. So he still wanted to carry what? After everything he was doing with you, with his baby mama on social media, he still wanted to carry what? I had to read that over and over again. Hi, Chineke. Which man can stand it? Your wife carrying on. Do you think that if this divorce is finally granted, that May will be bold to even post a picture of herself and another man? She will not. She will not. Okay, let me finish reading this. According to DPA family law firm, contrary to speculation circulating on social media and in certain bloggers' cycle, May did not file for bigamy against you. He said, each time bigamy was mentioned, she said, will they arrest him? And we will say yes, most likely yes. She would refuse to approve it. You can understand that. Despite what Yul did to her, she doesn't want him arrested. So, the only option left for May was to file for divorce and to sue Judy for damages for adultery. Even at that, she didn't want to rush it. It took until after her son passed and your subsequent behavior for her to file for divorce. Remember how he was dancing on social media like 2 weeks after the son passed on? Yeah, he was doing videos and dancing. That's when Watermelon came out and started saying, "Are you going to tell a grown one how to mourn? Do you know what he's going through?" Yeah. So it was that behavior that finally made her know that it's a lost cause. There's no going back. As I have stated earlier on, once May discovered the relationship between Yul and Judy, May refused to allow Yul access to her. She refused to allow him to have any intimacy with her. According to May's legal representative, the misinformation stems from a blogger allegedly under the influence of Judy, who was said to have who happened to be her relative. May's legal team emphasized that the focus of the case is on divorce on the grounds of adultery and the damages to be claimed from the alleged adulterous partner, Judy. Yul and Judy have reportedly denied any marital connection, asserting that their relationship was confirmed to only skit making, a claim that they both dispute, that May dispute, but May insist that they have done wrong. May Yul and Edochie has nothing further to prove. Yul and Judy admitted in their own sworn statement that they have a child together. That is conclusive evidence of adultery, which is the basis for May's petition. These lawyers are they're very, very smart. They know what they're doing. The law does not require a person to prove what the other party has omitted or admitted, the lawyer said. So they said that there is no adultery. They are saying that they didn't marry, but there is a child. Is it immaculate conception? Is immaculate conception. How did you manage to conceive 2 whole babies? How? So what we are finding out now from the lawyer, I like the fact that the lawyer is sharing this. Some people might feel like, why is he putting this out on social media? This is supposed to be confidential, right? But these people now, they are shameless. So you can't even shame a shameless person. So this is the only way to get their attention. They live on social media, they eat and breathe on social media, they sleep on social media. So this is the only way to get their attention. So the minute this information was made public, they did another video. They did more video to emphasize their skit making. Oh my God, these guys, man. They did more video as if, we are just coming. We are not done yet. You think I'm done? I'm not done yet. So they started doing more videos again to do skit making. Imagine my surprise to think that after everything that they've been going through in this very difficult 2 years of their so-called marriage, you all still wanted to knock. You still wanted to kerewa. So I thought he said Judy is the love of his life. Everybody say leave them alone. He doesn't love Judy. He doesn't love May. It's obvious that he's in love with Judy. It's Judy that he loves. So why do you still want to have intimacy with somebody that you don't love? You didn't love her. You have 4 children, and you still want her? Guys, I don't understand. Maybe somebody understands it. My link is in the comment section. If you got something to say, please jump in. I've done half an hour already. So this is one of their he posted this again, I think today. He said, if your woman doesn't hail you like this, no grief for him. In attack Judy, and they started with their hailing it. One of the I thought it's a pastor now. So how does Edochie? How does Edochie? I mean, I did not. Is this not conflicting? Somebody say it's a case of if I don't have you, nobody can have you. Let me see. Chinye, it's you that said that. Okay, I believe that. Yeah, I thought he said he's a pastor now. He started an online church. Is he still doing the Isemili? I don't know. But he seems to enjoy all this healing. I think that's how Judy got him. Stroking his ego. He has a very fragile ego. So, so when they are stroking his head and rubbing his head with all those things, the thing go they sweet him. They go they heal him. They heal him. Before you know, you don't burn one, don't burn two. You also burn another one. No worry. Carry on. Isimili Jakarta for Isimili Jakarta for You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, you know how his dad, the great Edochie, acted Okonkwo in Things Fall Apart. How many of you were old enough when they were showing it on NTA? You know Okonkwo's character in Things Fall Apart. He was a great warrior. This is how they used to hail him before any fight. That is what this reminds me of. It's just that he knows how to fight now. Only to the user in voice. Now only that one is Abi. We go just stay there. They go. They call our names. He shames Emily. He shames Emily. They say, Okay. Nekene okay. Na someone okay up okay. I'm okay. Let me catch you go. To kill him one from one of that. One of the it's similar. She's hailing back. Now don't tire. Now so now their foolishness be that too. She's calling him. Let me see comments. She's calling him. Somebody says she's calling him an oracle or idol. Is that what I saw? She called him Morini. Chidimma. She's calling him what? Alusi. Alusi is an idol, a deity. That's why I said I don't understand. 1 minute he will say he's a pastor. 1 minute is a deity. Choose one. You have to choose one. My mother used to say that when you are chasing two rats, you will lose out on the two. Pick the one you want to chase now, Tori alone. Eh? Just pick one. Make we see road. Isi Millie. Pick one. Do you want to be Isi Millie? Or do you want to be Isi in spirit? Which one? I don't know. So this is where they are. That's where the matter is now, my people. They're in courts. And he's refusing to sign divorce. So he's contesting the divorce. Steph said, Auntie B, Isi Millie Joffo means head of water with a mantle. More like Mami water. Or Papi water. I see. I thought he was speaking. Remember a few weeks ago, we did a show here when he was saying, speak, Lord. Lord, speak. I hear you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Oh, wahala. We need to portable. We need to portable. Where did they go now? We need the soundtrack for here. Wahala. Because Baba, you badu alone. It's not all right. Go all right. So now to the crux of the matter, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Why is Yo contesting the divorce? He's with the love of his life, according to him and his followers. He never loved Judy, and he never loved May. They just married. They were very young, and he didn't know what he wants. Now he knows what he wants. Good. You are living with this woman. You and May have not lived together for 2 years. So what's the problem? Why is he contesting the divorce? Is it just because he wants to see her suffer? And this is a woman that doesn't want to fight for bigamy. She's trying everything she can to avoid problems with this man, for him not to get into trouble, not to go to jail or whatever. But he continues to make her suffer. Why is he doing this? Is this the handwork of Judy, or are we to say that Yul has lost every common sense and uncommon sense in this world? I don't know, guys. You come and tell me. My link is in the comment section. Jump in and tell me, why is he contesting the divorce? This divorce should be something they shouldn't even need to go to court. Just both lawyers and their clients come into the office, sign the papers, file it, everybody, Odabo, go your way. Share your assets, whatever it is you have. I never believed that he's going to be contesting divorce. Why is he contesting it? Entitled. Ben, he's contesting because traditionally he's entitled to two. He's entitled to 2 wives. You cover your comments with the blood of skit makers. Who is taking you serious? We are not even taking you serious. Ben, you know you like to just come and make us laugh here. That's your job. Are you a skit maker? Are you a skit maker? Chinya said, Auntie B, he doesn't want to make it easy for me. He doesn't want to make it easy for her. He doesn't want her to move on. So he wants to force her to remain in a marriage that is obviously gone. Oh my shit. Eitayo said, I think he's using it to manipulate or punish me, not to move on. I agree. Sharon. D said, I wish the lawyer used the bigamy card to negotiate an out-of-court agreement and file that at the court. He's only doing this to frustrate me. Yeah, May is too soft. She's too soft. And this kind of a person to deal with, they say to buy a monk, how do they call that thing? Is it mockingbird? To buy a mockingbird. Some people, you need to become like them to be able to deal with them on their level. Because if you are trying to say, oh, I'm going to be the bigger person, let me be the bigger person. After all, we have children. After all, no, cooking bar. No, he's not somebody that you can reason with. Lucas said, Yul is a confused man and refuses to be divorced because he thinks he will lose everything. The court will divorce them when the time comes. So he just wants this to drag on and on while he continues, to do skits with another woman on social media, a woman that he has 2 children from. He doesn't think that this is humiliating for me to watch every day and his children. Nick Deji say he still wants to be in control of me. He thinks he can still lord over her and whatever she does, but this ship has sailed. Mm. So what is May going to do now in all this? He wants to keep both women. Polygamy is not by force. Eh? Evanoyi says she wants to keep... No, polygamy is not by force. Mm? You can't force somebody to be in a polygamy. It has to be agreement. Look at Portable now. Portable was doing birthday yesterday, I believe not today. All his 3 wives out of his 7, 3 out of wife wished him. 3 3 wives out of 7 wished, all of him wished him happy birthday. All of them wished him, my king, my lord, my savior, they call him. That's a real polygamist there. You need to go and learn how to be polygamous from Portable. Portable is running this thing, bro. He's really running. He's running things. Yo, you're not doing well, oh. You're not doing well. Sylvia said, Auntie B is contesting because he cannot believe May turned him down and he doesn't want to believe he's no more in control of her. He doesn't want anyone else to have her since he cannot. You know, he accused her before of cheating, that she was sleeping with someone else, like it's any of his business. Like it's really his business when you are carrying on living with another woman and then you're trying to tell this woman what to do and what not to do. Only in Nigeria, my people. Only in Nigeria. Only in Africa. Wow. Now, wow. Honey babe, hello darling, welcome.
Hello Auntie B, hello everybody. Hope everyone is good. I wasn't going to call, but it's really funny because I went to see my friend and I put in the comment section that her husband abandoned her in 2011 when her youngest daughter was quite small. Her youngest daughter is now 19. I was telling her that, are you going to divorce your husband? She's been trying to divorce her husband since 2022. He left her in the UK and went to Nigeria. He's got another woman. He has 3 children. He left her to look after 2 girls on her own. There was DV. She barely escaped with her life. It was that bad. And she still has medical issues because of it. Now, she now decided that she wants a fresh start because the 2 girls are in university in the UK now. And this guy refuses to sign the divorce papers. It's been going on since 2022. Luckily, she has a fantastic lawyer who basically is like, obviously the way that I think it works, I'm not a lawyer, but based on the conversation she had with her lawyer.
Where are they? Are they in Nigeria or they're here?
No, my friend is in the UK.
Where's the divorce filed? Here?
He filed it in Nigeria because unlike me, when my ex-partner was in the UK at the time I divorced him, the husband absconded to Nigeria since 2011.
So he's in Nigeria at the moment?
Yes, he refuses to contest. She showed me the text message 2 days ago because I was at her place. And he said, why do you want to divorce me? I will never divorce you. I saw the text. I was furious.
So people are using this to punish women. A lot of men are using this to punish women.
Yes, that's what they do. He wants control over her. It's obvious.
Even when they moved on with new women, they want
3.
So there needs to be some. That's why you see all these senators there. I look at them and I shake my head because they don't know. The female senators in Nigeria are not advocating for women.
They're not.
They don't know what to do.
They're not
because all the power in Nigeria belongs. That is
to
why
the men.
Patriarchy. Men hold all the cards.
Yeah, she's had to get he refused. She had the copy of the divorce. He had the copy of the marriage certificate. She had to get her lawyer to go to court to force him to produce the marriage certificate to file for the divorce. She did service. I don't know the specifics because I only know the one I did in the UK, but I assume it's fairly similar. But what she said to me is that he refused to even accept it. They had to now serve it on him 3 times. He's now contesting it. He's not accepting. She even done unreconcilable differences, which I didn't understand, but that was her choice. So he's contesting it. And what I know from what she said to me is that every time I have a court date, he doesn't turn up. So what her lawyer said, it's a lady lawyer that I spoke to, very lovely lady, was that let him do whatever he wants to do. Just be patient. You will get your divorce. Because from what she said, the judge wants to give him ample time for him to be messing about so that when they now grant the divorce, he doesn't have grounds for appeal. Because if they rush through the divorce every time if he doesn't turn up, he can now, from what I heard, anyone can correct me here, he will now use it as grounds to appeal. So it is taking over 2 years, but from what I heard, it's just being patient.
Why
They've
do
had
you want to file for divorce when they've not been together since when?
2011. The youngest daughter is in university.
Hey,
The
not
youngest
be
is
juju
18. She's
babies.
technically an adult. So the
What,
only good
what,
thing
what,
is that
what,
they
what? These are the kind of things that
the
frustrate
problem she
me.
had in terms of filing in the UK, because I filed mine in the UK, is that she couldn't even find him for because she's been trying to file for the past 6 years. I remember me telling her what's going on. She couldn't find him. She found him recently. So from the advice she was given was to file it in Nigeria. I don't know why she didn't find it here. I can only talk about
Getting
my
a
case.
divorce in Nigeria is almost like, when they say
Mhm.
a camel going through the eye of the needle. That's how difficult it
I
is.
have to be calming her down. She's very much like May. She's a very cool, even though she's very tall, she's nearly like, I would say 5'11". She's so quiet. And like I said, he used the fact that she never spoke. He left her. I have a feeling that if he hadn't left her, she'd still be with him. She's that type of lady. I'm not judging her, but she's so submissive and so quiet. I'm not saying
Mm.
it's a bad thing, but it was, it really affected her. She has health issues, but she's trying to be patient. I'm encouraging her, but I'm just trying to say that it's happening to my friend right now, and he's refusing to sign. He's so narcissistic, it's unbelievable. I've had to literally go on her phone and block him because he still sends her crazy messages, which I don't understand why she's even watching, because the girls are older, and if they really want to speak to their father, they have mobile phones and they can see him or whatever. He has never been to the UK since he left in 2011, so he has no relationship with the two girls, but he just wants control over her. That's all I can see, because if you've moved on with 3 children, you've left since 2011, why are you holding on to this woman?
He
She's
probably
50
has
now.
children with another woman and
He
settled
does.
in
He does.
Nigeria.
He has been very. We know about it, and that's what the lawyer is using to obviously, as part of the evidence to go to court. But what I
So
don't
she has to
understand,
be
if you,
spending money on lawyers,
yeah, she is. She said
stressing
it's
her
so
on top of
expensive.
of
Yeah,
her health issues because
she's got.
it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
being inhuman. This is inhuman. Exactly what
20.
Yul is
Yeah,
doing now. You're
yeah.
on social
Exactly
media
like
every
it's
day
exactly
recording
like yo.
videos.
Yeah.
You're recording video with another woman every day. You are dancing. You have two
Mm,
babies, two
yeah,
children.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, no, no. There's something they say in part of my parts in Nigeria.
Mm,
Arema. Like,
mm-hmm.
what? Just turn it around and see if it was you, how it would affect you.
Exactly. He has no regards for her feelings, no regards for his daughters. He
A,
hasn't seen them
a
in
young
years.
girl is getting married this weekend. I hear her name is Queen. She was in Big Brother House. I don't follow Big Brother Nigeria,
I don't at
but
all
you should
know.
see the way people are dragging her for having the
Mm.
effortry to get married to another man after having a baby for
Can you?
somebody that obviously never
I've heard
wanted to
about
marry
it.
her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It says it's
That
just
is the
yeah.
country. They are dragging
It
her
is
and
the
saying,
country. It is.
yeah, they're even dragging the man. Why are you marrying her?
Why
Somebody
are
that
you
already
marrying a
has a
single
baby.
mom? Yeah, I know. No, yeah. I mean, what I want to say to in response to someone that made a comment, the reason why is because she didn't have a copy of the marriage certificate. He withheld it from her. So from the advice she was given was try and do it in Nigeria. She was able to get a judgment to force him to produce the marriage certificate. And that's how they instigated the divorce. So I hear what you're saying. If she had it, like I did, I filed mine in the UK, even though we got married in Nigeria, but I had the marriage certificate. So that's the reason why she's doing it in Nigeria, because she didn't have the marriage certificate in the beginning. So I just want to clarify that for people. But yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't think they will
frustrating for
agree
me.
for in Nigeria. I don't think they will divorce you in absentia. They won't do that. Unlike
No,
here, they will
no,
not.
no.
Remember, no, they will not. They will keep looking for him, looking for it. That's why I mean,
No, they
uh,
found him now. They found him now, Auntie B, and like I said, she's been up on it since
no, yeah,
2022.
I'm saying
Yeah.
generally because I
No,
mean,
sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
in yours case, they obviously he was trying to dodge the papers. Finally,
yeah,
they served him
yeah.
the papers. Now he's contesting it.
Yeah, that's exactly what my friend's ex is doing. Exactly the same, contesting it. Every time they have a date, he won't turn up, thinking he's clever. But what I'm hearing from the lady lawyer that my friend is using is that the vibe I'm getting for it, I don't know the legal terms, is that they're giving him enough rope to kind of hang himself, in the sense that keep not turning up. These are grounds that we can now use to eventually get my friend a divorce. And yeah, so that's what I think the kind of the game plan of my friend's lawyer. But it's just a long time frame. It is very frustrating. I mean, she's been on it since 2022. It's crazy, Auntie B. Like I said, I'm so glad I got mine done, and I got mine done here, and that's only because I had a copy of the marriage certificate. But not everybody has that privilege to be able to do it here. There's situations where the man has the marriage certificate, so you have no choice but to get it done in Nigeria, which is, like I said, is ridiculous the amount of time it takes. I'm just praying
Right.
that she gets it this year. I mean, I'll keep you updated as to when she gets it and what's going on. But I just thought I'd just explain that my friend is going through exactly what May is very frustrating and very distasteful, that you
Mm-hmm.
have the audacity to refuse when you have your own family. Yul has
Yeah.
kids from this watermelon. My friend's ex has 3 children with this woman since 2011 that he left her for. It's just the
Thank you.
audacity. It's just annoying. But that's all I have to say, Auntie B.
Thank
I
you,
hope
honey
you're good.
babe.
I'll let someone else come on. All right.
All right. Thank you, love. Okay. That's honey babe sharing her own friend's experience with us. Chidimma said they do divorce in absentia in Nigeria. I know people who got it in small Enugu Sef. I've never seen anybody that did it in absentia. How they did it, I don't know. Maybe special arrangement. All the stories I've heard about trying to get a divorce in Nigeria has been, it's been a very, very difficult journey. I was even making inquiries for somebody last year, and one of the family in Nigeria, one of our sis here, spoke to her to see if she can help. She knows somebody who is a lawyer, and they said no, that you have to come at least once or twice. You have to be present. So I don't know how those people did it. They say with special arrangements, anything is possible. Nick Deji, I saw you in the studio a while ago, but you've gone off now. Can you come back? Mm, I think it's just unnecessary punishments, trying to punish the mother of your children. You see, some women that are very, very bad, these are the justification they use. Like the ones that will go and do DNA, they'll go and carry another person's baby to give their husband. This is the things they use. They use all this as justification, but it's never justification. I don't agree with it. But when you see the wickedness of some people, you will just be wondering why. Why? Why do you want this is somebody that you loved, even if you don't love them anymore. At some point, you had a life together. For 17 years, you were together. You shared a home, you shared a life. That's why I like Oyibo style. If you want to part way, just everybody, okay, this is it, we agree. Odabo. So that, like you found love, allow her to find her love again. You don't want her to love again. She should remain like that for the rest of her life. Ikani, Ika. That is just wickedness. I don't understand it. Nick, welcome, darling. How are you? Unmute yourself.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I had to drop. I'm in between meetings and stuff like that. So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, this story, God bless May. She has the patience of Jesus because it cannot be me, honestly. I would have like I think you said earlier, I would have used the charge of bigamy, let the lawyer use it so that she can negotiate her terms with him. Because if that guy knows this is serious enough that it could put him in jail, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe he'll be quick to sign off and do what he's supposed to do. I mean, you can use it as a bargaining chip. You don't have to see it through, but you can still put it on the table,
Yeah.
you know? So, I recently finalized my own in January. And even though for the most part I could care less, we've been separated for so long. And throughout the years, when there was always discussion of, oh, let's reconcile, because he always said he wanted the marriage. But using your words alone is not what's going to convince me, right? Love is action. And if I'm not seeing the action behind that, then to me, you're not serious. And it was only by the time I was able to be in a position financially to get a lawyer and to process everything, he was
Mm.
still saying, I don't want it, I don't want it. But, you
Why
know,
do you think a lot of men don't want divorce? They don't want to divorce, but they don't want to do the marriage right the way that it won't lead to divorce in the
I,
first
I
place.
have I have no idea, but it almost made me feel like you don't want to do the work in order to get us to where we need to be, but you don't want to let it go. And I think it's more, and honestly, I felt like it's more of just keeping me trapped because it's like, why are you putting a placeholder? You either
Mm,
are part of this thing or you're not. And if you're making moves and acting as if you're a single man, you don't consider your wife, your family, then do that all the way. I cannot be a single mother in marriage. I
mm.
refuse. So if I'm
I
going to be
hear
a
you.
single mother, let me be a single mother all
I
the
hear
way
you.
without you here.
Yeah.
That's fine. And it also gives me the opportunity. Like I had to even, my parents, God bless my mom, my dad, but my mom is a stout Christian woman and she's always like, God hates divorce, God hates divorce. Because from the first month I knew this wasn't gonna work. I knew it. I knew it
Mm,
once we started living together. But everyone was like, oh, be patient, don't worry, um, things would change, things would get better. It never did. But I
mm,
went against my own internal spirit. And I
mm,
and I think a part of me was trying to like use listen to my parents, hoping and wishing things would get better. I did
yeah.
the praying, I did the fasting, but you know what? Not every time we took like 2 steps forward, we would do 10 steps back. And it
Mm,
was just like things were just stagnant. Things were never really getting better. And at a point, I was just like, I felt like I was in bondage. And,
mm,
everything came to a head for me, I think, around 2017 when I was completely checked out. I told him verbally, I'm done. There was like emotional abuse, verbal abuse. I'm like, no, this toxic, whatever this is not for me. I
mm,
don't subscribe to it. I don't want it. I didn't grow up seeing this. My own parents have been together 48 years. And not
mm,
that it's been, unicorns and rainbows. Absolutely not. But that's what worked for them. But for me, I'm like, this doesn't work.
mm,
So, and my mom was like, okay. And I wanted us to do counseling. Initially, he refused. And then, right when, you know, things were going to come to a head, then he agreed. But then I felt like he was only agreeing just so he could tell people, motiche, like I've done it, but you're not
mm.
really absorbing or doing the work.
The
So
work.
after so much time just got wasted, I think in 2021, I had to have surgery. And my parents had came and everything, and he wanted to meet my parents because he was like, oh, you have to tell her, she's the one that doesn't want this to work and she's not agreeing and blah blah. And I'm me. I'm a Nigerian, but I've been here since I was 2, so I'm
Mhm,
Americanized, and I'm being respectful and everything. But when he started speaking about me disparagingly to my parents in my face,
mm,
saying some things like, "Oh, she has a wicked heart. She has an evil heart, and this and this," and my dad, he spoke up for me and everything. But I told my parents to their face, God bless them. I said, "You see, this is I am done." I
mm,
am done. There's no more waiting. There's no more. And God hates divorce. I said, me too. I'm a Christian. I read the Bible back and forth. We are not equally yoked. And
mm,
as far as I'm concerned, I am done with this. So, mommy, daddy, sorry, but it's a wrap for me. It's a wrap. I'm telling the two of you in his presence. I'm telling him in his presence, but it's done. I will go and do the paperwork myself. Because then that was the other thing. People were like, oh, let him be the one. Let it be from his hand. Who cares? Let it
mm,
be done so that
mm,
everybody can just go their way. And I said,
mm.
I'm tired of this bondage. Life can move on beyond this. But if I'm
Yeah.
stuck somewhere and someone's just using me as a placeholder, how will I be able to find my happily ever after?
Exactly.
So
You
at
know,
least when I'm
you.
done
I
with this
mean, I
chapter, I
really
can
hear
now,
you.
yeah, I can now
I
turn
hear
the
you.
page to the next chapter.
Hmm. So, two things that stands out for me in your story that you shared very briefly with us now is the fact that you, a lot of women are single parents in marriage.
Yes.
You are a single parent, but you are supposed to be married. You
Mm-hmm.
have a man that you live together, but you are like roommates or housemates.
Absolutely. With
And
you
then you
doing
said something
additional
now.
work of an
Yeah,
adult.
yeah. And then you said something about, being a placeholder. when, when you could have found love. I mean, we're doing the story of Folorunsho Alakija, that billionaire woman, yesterday, and I'm thinking, imagine divorcing at 72. And then we started seeing the comment later on. A lot of people wrote in the comment section. Somebody said, the husband is well known as a philanderer. She's been putting up with it for years. Which is, something that a lot of people said in the comment section as well. I mean, somebody who knows them didn't want to come forward, but it was just dropping some, comments there.
I was on that call yesterday, and
look at that video. This is them. This is your husband on social media with another woman. Tell me as a man that you can watch this, your wife dancing and doing all this on social media, and it's okay. And you still don't want to grant the divorce.
The reason why the lady the program you had yesterday, right? Everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point within them. Some women, to them, if you go out and cheat, to them, it may not be a big deal. Some women, they're just biding their time. I know some people that they're like, you know what? I'm not happy in this marriage. I'm not satisfied. I'm miserable, but I'm only here for the sake of my children. Let him continue to be here. So by the time they go to college, I know of a case of a lady. They only had one child. She waited until they literally dropped the daughter off at boarding school for college. That weekend, come Monday, she dropped the divorce papers and moved out. And this lady was a stay-at-home parent for how many years of marriage? 20, 30 years of marriage. But she said, now that my daughter has been raised and she's in college, I can now move on with my life. And the husband felt like he was blindsided. And she got, it's just, and to me, it's like, I don't understand. I still don't understand how spouses can be blindsided, because there has to be signs, whether communication has been had, complaints have been made, and you should be able to see somebody's not happy. And I used to tell my ex, I used to say, you know what, in the beginning, you know how men would say, women are negative. I don't like talking much. If I talk the first time, fine. If I have to repeat myself, we have a problem. And to me, it's like, if I'm talking to you and I'm like, okay, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I'm even telling you what will work, whatever, and you fail to listen, you fail to comprehend, you fail to take action, or you disregard my feelings altogether, then to me, in as much as I value love, and the Bible called men to love us, I also value respect. I'm the firstborn of my family, the only girl among 4 boys, but you cannot disrespect me. I don't know. That thing is in my DNA. Any form of disrespect is a problem for me. It doesn't matter if it's my family. It doesn't matter if it's outside. It doesn't matter my job. I don't play with disrespect. So when you're disrespecting my feelings, my position, our covenant, our marriage, that is my deal breaker. And especially if it's done one too many times for me. So with the lady of yesterday, maybe for her breaking point is like, okay, let me just be married, let us raise our children. He does his thing, I do my thing. But maybe now that she found God and she's like, hey, this man, he will make me lose heaven. And anybody that'll make me lose heaven, I don't want. Maybe that's why she's like, wrap it up. Yeah, she has all the money. She doesn't need him for money. She probably doesn't even need him for companionship. But if that's what's threatening her own personal salvation, then she's like, let's be done. Me personally, it's like, why are you here? Time is wasting. And I think for me, I came to that realization, I think 2021, January or whatever, I think January 2022, I wind up having COVID. I had COVID pneumonia. I had an enlarged heart. It was bad. And I was in a hospital and I could have lost my life as a result of it. And while I was sitting on that hospital bed with oxygen and everything, and during that time in America, no one can be there with you. You can't have visitors, nothing. So I was completely alone. People were calling me to send prayers. I couldn't even, I was struggling to even say amen. That's how bad it was. But I was just thinking to myself, and I was like, is this how it would go? is
Yeah.
like when I now
God forbid.
assess,
If you
yes,
had
God
gone,
forbid.
you will
Yeah,
go as a married woman,
yes.
but
But
you
at
will
the
be
same,
empty and unfulfilled.
thank you, unfulfilled. I
Yeah.
was like, God, is this it?
Mm-hmm,
Is this
mm-hmm,
how my story will end? I
mm-hmm.
said, and when I now assess everything, I said, no, there's more to life than this. There's more.
Mm-hmm.
I know, we shouldn't be smiling and suffering in marriage. Marriage
Yeah,
can be a beautiful thing with the right partner. And for me, I'm
absolutely.
like, you know what? I am not happy. I'm not happy with where I was in my career. I was not happy with my working place. I was not happy. I said changes need to happen. And God, if you allow me to cross over this, all glory will belong unto you, but things need to change. And when I overcame that, I said, no, Buki, we have to clean up house. We have to clean up house. And that's what I did. And I made sure, started the paperwork. It took a little over a year, but I started the paperwork. I didn't fight about most things. I was like, no, because they have standard, whatever the standard thing is. And where I am in Texas is community property. So everything is split down the middle. But even when we're
Mm.
going through mediation, he
Oh,
was arguing with,
you are in the city that I'm coming to. Are you in
yes,
Houston?
yeah.
You're in Houston.
No, I'm in the north, but I'm coming down when you come down.
You're going to come and see me.
Of course,
Oh,
yes,
I'm
for
looking
sure.
forward to that. I'm going to give you a big, big hug.
Me too. Can't
Oh,
wait.
that's sweet.
But yeah, so when everything happened, I didn't, because my lawyer said, what's more important to you?
Yeah.
Getting whatever you can get out of it or just moving on. I said moving on, but
Mm-hmm.
moving on in the correct way. Meaning, I'm not going to be a fool when it comes to the terms. I'm not just going to be, just accept anything. And there were some certain things that were important to me. Like we have a child together. So I said, okay, this is the parameters I want. He was refusing to pay child support. I said, absolutely not. You will pay something. He's like, oh, whatever you need, just ask me. I will give you. I'm not doing that. I'm not
Lórí
calling you
irọ́.
every moment of every day
Lórí
to
irọ́.
be asking. I think I'm calling my father for allowance. No,
Yeah.
there
You
will be a
start begging.
stipulated ahead. There will be a stipulated amount. You will pay on a certain frequency, right? And that will be that. In fact, we will make it direct. I don't
Yeah.
want any type of that extra communication. Unless
Yeah.
we have to talk about our child, that's it. I'm not fighting you, but I need a clear boundaries in this regard. And but things, when you have to do disclosure, things came out, and at first it was like, oh, she must stay in Texas, and I relocated here from New Jersey. All my family, friends, everybody I know is in New Jersey, but I came down here because of him, his career, his job. So it was like, oh, by fire, by force, she must stay here because of the boy. She must stay. I said, okay, okay, you want me to stay here? No problem. Let's split. We're splitting everything down the middle. And all these investments, I want. All your pension, I want. All the 401k, I want. All the land, I want. He said, wait. Let us be
You are not
discussing.
playing. You are like, I'm not playing with you, sir.
I'm not playing with you because all I wanted was, if in case I need to go back to where I am because of, health conditions or whatever, I want to have the flexibility. I will pay for your child to visit you, but whatever. But because
But he was
I,
trying to make you stay there. He was trying to enforce his own.
yes, and
Yeah.
again, it's a sense of control. But
Yeah.
once I said, okay, Jack, I split, then it's like, okay, let's talk, calm down. But guess what? I got what I wanted. And you go your way, I go my way. I have my
Mm.
house, he has his house. I have my car, he has his car. I didn't take anything, but you will be a father to your child. You will do what you're supposed to do for your child. But as far as me and you, there's no relationship, there's nothing again. I have no problem. I have no beef. And guess what? The day the judge said it is approved, when I tell you I wanted to be jumping, if I could do somersault in court, I would have done it because
Wow.
now
Wow.
it's like a clean slate.
Was
I
must
am
have really
opening.
been a burden on your shoulder to
Yes,
get
it
rid of that.
was. Yes, and
Mm.
it's just I'm available and open to the possibilities of what's next for my life, for
Mm.
my future, for my children. And it's
Mm.
okay. Sometimes people are not meant to be together. He's a nice
Yes.
person. He's just
Yes.
not for me. That's
Yes.
it. You
Yes.
know?
I'm looking forward to a day in our community. Thank you so much for sharing it, Deji. That was so
Welcome.
powerful. I'm really looking forward to a day where we can start having friendly divorces in our community. where people don't need to get so bitter, angry, frustrated, and hating one another, especially when there are children involved, where we can just agree, you know what, you are not happy, I'm not happy. Why is it that people don't want to leave even when they're about to buy each other? You know you are not happy, but
Absolutely.
you are still holding on to it. Why?
Absolutely. I have a friend, unfortunately, who's going through a very contentious marriage. I mean, this guy has true narcissist behavior. He's been very controlling, dominating. There was DV at one couple of incidents, I think unfortunately my friend really loved her husband and she really wanted her marriage to work. But I was the one that, look, if it's getting to the point of anger and tension and DV, you need to just walk away. But no matter how much good advice you give people, they have to get there themselves. They have to
Yeah,
reach that
it's
conclusion
true.
themselves. And
Hmm.
until she
They
hits
have to hit
something,
rock bottom.
yeah,
That's
they
what
have
Ola
to
used
hit
to
rock
say.
bottom.
They need to get to
And
rock bottom. Yeah.
I always want, and I hope, another thing I want to put out there, I hope our society would stop having certain stigmas against women that are divorced or
Hmm.
are widows, because a lot of times people assume because you're now divorced or divorcee, you're now encouraging others to be the same. No, I always want the best for everybody's marriage and
Hmm.
relationship. Whatever
Hmm.
you, if you like it, I love it. Whatever works for you, works for you. I will always give advice based, because I'm a born again Christian, based on what the Bible says and my Christian values. I always wanted to work, but I would never say that somebody must stay in something that is detrimental to their well being or their life or their children's well being. Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
And I don't
Yeah.
believe when God loves us so much that He would even
Mhm.
want us to enjoy. And a lot of times it would tell you at least separate, let tensions
You,
cool, let
you
things
know,
die down.
whenever I think about it from a spiritual or religious as perspective as Christians, I look at the story of, I mean, nobody is encouraging anybody to go and get divorced. Healthy
Hmm.
marriages don't healthy people who have a happy and healthy marriages don't get, they don't just wake up one day and say, you know what, let's divorce today. It's a
Absolutely.
good day to get divorced today. No.
It
Nah,
doesn't.
nobody does that. No,
Hmm.
not Nigerian women, especially. We love marriage. We
Yeah.
love having those rings and, saying, oh, come here, come here, is something that we live for. Right.
Yeah.
But you see, whenever I reflect on this, I go to the Bible, and when Jesus saw that woman at the well, and the Samaritan woman, she's called, isn't it? That, she's been married 7 times. She's lived with 7 husbands. You see
Hmm.
how he never judged her once.
Hmm.
Not once did he judge her. He didn't judge her. But we call ourselves Christians. Even in the show we did yesterday, come and see the comments. How can you say you're a Christian and you're divorcing? But when
Exactly.
Osinachi's own happened, you people will say, but you should have left. You should have left. God hates divorce, but he still loves you. You're a child of God. You see, that is it. Even on the show yesterday, some people were still trying to say, I know they will come back together. I think we just don't like the idea of marriage ending. So
But
you
you
see,
know
by the
what?
time,
But it all,
let's just be there.
yeah, but okay, for example, I go to MFM, right? I go to MFM here in Texas, and I also serve in a church. I'm an usher, I'm a cleaner. And I remember when I've been praying about this whole marital issue for years, and I kept praying about it like, God, I want my life to move forward, right? I stopped praying about the marriage of God, move my life forward. I don't want to be stagnant. I want to be released from this bondage. And eventually, God revealed to me that I had to go ahead. And once I got that confirmation for me, and God
Hmm.
revealed it to me, and it's not the
Hmm.
first time I've had dreams and revelations about things happening in my life, that has always been the gift of the Holy Spirit. I was
Hmm.
comfortable enough to take that step. I
So,
also went to meet my pastor, and I said,
hmm
Pastor, this is the dream I had. And I
hmm
know everybody, because if you ask them for advice, nobody will ever encourage you to go
no,
ahead,
pastors
right?
never.
They would never
Mm-mm.
say that. But I said, this is the dream I had. This is what God had told me. I'm letting you know I am doing this thing. So, and I know MFM at a point when we had the training for workers in a church, there was some comments like, oh, if you're divorcee, whatever, you can't serve in a church. So I said, Pastor, let me know now. If because of doing this thing, I cannot be of service to the church, it's okay. I will still be a church member. But I'm letting you know this is what I'm doing. And she said, no, since you have the conviction, God reveal it unto you, no problem. I pray everything will go smoothly. And, God will give you the way forward. So,
And they allowed you to continue to work, to be a worker in the church.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
fantastic.
So,
That's
but
progress.
I'm also not going to lie to people or deceive people or hide it or feel ashamed, because at the end of the day, as a Christian, it's not what people are telling you. It's not what these men and women of God are telling you. You also have to have a personal relationship with God. You
Yeah.
have to have that interaction with God, and God will reveal to you all these times when you're going to people, pray for me, pray for me. You can deliver yourself. And
That's
I
why people are
pray.
so pretentious in church. Have you
Yes,
noticed?
yes.
That's why you would literally be having a DV situation and the woman will still paint her face and wear her best dress on Sunday and be singing in the choir. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
You see, oh my God. There's a story now of a church in Nigeria. It's Redeemed Christian Church of God. The pastor by the wife in Nigeria 2 days ago.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
gosh. But let me
yeah.
tell you something. And I hate when people attach it to particular church. Like, yeah, that's a pastor in that particular church branch. But just because you have one bad apple doesn't mean everybody else is bad. And I hate when people, like, for example, God forbid, if you have somebody who is a criminal and now is exposed, and they say, that person was a member of Christ Glory, Kinoko, Kinoko, and they now attach it that everybody in Christ Glory is a criminal. No,
No,
as vast as
yeah,
this
it's just
world
on
is,
individual levels. Yeah,
yes,
no,
we're different.
that's the danger of
Yep,
generalization, unfortunately. But you
exactly.
can't stop people. But I hear what you said, Nick Deji. Thank you so much for calling
You're
us. I'm
welcome.
about to
Thank
round up
you.
now. I
Have a
thoroughly
great
enjoyed
day.
having a conversation, and I pray that God will continue to meet you at the point of your need, your healing and
Amen.
prosperity, and everything that you're seeking God for is going to be ongoing forever in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you,
Thank
my
you, thank you,
sister.
and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Houston in
Yeah,
a couple of
so
weeks. All right, darling.
we
Thank
can't
you.
wait. Bye.
All right, bye, darling. Yeah, church. What another thing I wanted to I'll be sorry, I can see you. Another thing I wanted to bring out from what Nick Deji told us is about uh oh god, escape my mind now. What? Oh yeah, the shading and yeah, how the generally as a society the way we treat people who end their marriage for whatever reason. Bovi gave a speech, I think it was last year, when they were having a conference in a church, this Samadi Emis church, Daystar Glory Center. I highly recommend everybody to listen to that speech. It was so powerful. I could not believe that Bovi, the comedian, can speak like that. He talks about the culture of shame that we have as a people. We enjoy shaming people. We shame people for not being married. We shame people for not having enough money. We shame men for being broke. We shame women for not having babies. We shame people that live. We have a culture of shame. It's a culture. And listen to it, and that thing really ministered to my spirit. I was like, wow, this is deep. That is it. It's a culture. Even the ones, you'll be shocked that it's even the ones that are struggling in their own marriages are even unhappy. But because they are still carrying on with the facade, they are pretending. They are the ones that shame the women that live marriages. Incidentally, for every single woman you are shaming, a single parent you are shaming, there is a single parent who is a man. It's funny how society only sees single parents as women. So I was reflecting on this one day. I'm like, do you want women to abandon children the same way some men abandon their children when the marriage ends? Would you prefer? So when a marriage ends, the children need to be with one parent, right? Should the women, mothers, abandon their children to avoid the stigma of being called a single parent? Because for every woman that you are shaming and calling a single mother, those children have fathers. They are somewhere. They are carrying on with their lives. They are forming new relationships. They are starting new families. They are having girlfriends. Nobody is ever saying anything about them. It's almost like we give men a pass in our culture to be anything they want to do. We gloss over it. But the mother that is taking the pain to say, you know what, like Honey Babe was telling us about the case of her own friend since 2011 that has been caring for 3 children, and their father disappeared emotionally, physically, financially. raising these children, and somebody will still have the audacity to be shaming that woman, calling her a single mother. And when they use the word single mother, they use it in a very they use it in a way that you know that is shade, is an insult. And I'm like, do you want mothers to abandon their babies? How many of you would be where you are today if not for your mother? Our society has a long way to go, my people. We have a long way to go. Thank you so much, my darling. Please give us a thumbs up. We have a long way to go. Wickedness is too much in our community. The wickedness in our community, it needs to stop. Somebody said in the comment section that Nigeria is a community. Africa generally it's a continent that is very, very harsh for women. And no wonder it's not growing. It's not growing. Things are not moving. Look at it. Look at the chaos all over the continent. Oyibo people, they laugh us. They look at us as people who cannot lead themselves. Somebody even sent me a video the other day, and they were saying, can you imagine? Can you imagine the way that this Oyibo man is saying that Africa needs to be recolonized? I say, he lie. Is he lying? Are we able to lead ourselves? I beg, don't let me start. That culture of shame, Obodo fam, I want to please appeal to you if you are listening to this. It's unconscious bias that they call it. You might not know that you have it, but you do. It's the way you talk about people, whether to their face or behind them. The way you judge somebody, a lady that is 32, 35, she's not married, is called unconscious bias. You need to really reflect on it and check yourself why you will feel the need to shame somebody else's for their decision or whatever choices they make in their life. How does it affect you that you feel the need to shame them? It's not something the person has done or failed to do. It's because you think you are better. You feel like I'm better off than you because you always want to rub shoulder with other people. It's me that is better than you. So if I'm married, I'm better than you. If I have children, you don't have children, I'm better than you. If I have a better job than you, I'm better than you. That is where it stems from. You see these Yoruba people when they talk. I don't know about America or other places. Oh, this Britain, when I did so for the past 17 years, some of them don't even know God. They don't believe in God. But the kindness in their hearts, it amazes me. It shocks me when I just see people, they just display so much kindness. They don't need to know you. It's a culture for them. Kindness is a culture. They wear it like clothes. Why are we so mean to one another? I never understand it. Why? We like to oppress one another. We just like to oppress people. I'm better than you. How can you move on from a marriage? You are with another woman every day. You are dancing. You are living with that woman. And you are still contesting that divorce. That is the wickedness I'm talking about. My people. Orokbo. But I'm going to end now. Abisa, you're welcome, my darling.
Good evening, Auntie B. How are you
Thanks for your
today?
patience. Thank you for waiting.
Auntie B, I really enjoyed the last caller. I love women that I don't know, women that know what they want. I don't know. There's this way I love women like that. Women that are audacious. Like I don't care. I'm going for it. Like I could listen to her all day. I was just listening like.
And it's the way
Wow.
she talks small, ba.
I'm telling you,
She'll just be dropping it small.
when you are quiet but you are firm. You understand?
Yes.
People like
Yes.
that. I'm quiet, but you can't try.
Yeah, she's soft spoken, but she's firm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Auntie B, what Yul is trying to do, it still boils down to control. Auntie B is control. It's just like how dare me. Like, because Nigerian men, they don't take rejection lightly, especially men that are egoistic in nature, which is mostly Nigerian men. They don't take rejection. So it's feeling like how dare me. So that's why he's just holding on to this divorce of a thing. That's the only card he's using against you. And this watermelon that is taking about, I don't think he had intention of marrying her. But when this lover brought it out, he just had to feel like, like when you are caught, maybe your hand in the cookie jar, you just feel, okay, let me just spill it out. So to me, maybe he's feeling that once he divorces me, he will have no other option than to marry
But he doesn't want to divorce her though. Isn't that what she wants now?
That's
She
what
wants
I'm
the
saying.
divorce.
That's what I'm saying. That you doesn't want to marry Simili. Is it Simili or Simala? He doesn't want to marry Simili.
Simbala.
So Auntie B, but if he grant the divorce, he doesn't. What excuse is he going to use again with Isimili? That is the reason why I'm not like doing the right thing. But Isimili doesn't have shame. She doesn't have it. So that's why how would a man deny you in the public like we are skit makers? Like, which woman does that? Like, and you feel comfortable with it, and you are dancing. What kind of video is that you upload? Auntie B? I'm just irritated. Like, what is going on in
They
that place?
posted it, oh. They posted it.
Auntie B, these people, they did film, it did not work. They did real estate, it did not work. They did church ministry, it did not work. Now it's kit maker. I don't understand this kind of people, to be honest, so Auntie B. And I don't know how May was able to cope with this guy for those years. I don't understand. Because all this behavior, this just crop up today. I'm sure he has been doing it like for a while. And I don't know how she was able to like tolerate him for this long. Because oh my God, I don't know. I'm just pissed off. Anytime the guy just comes to my, because I've unfollowed him, but they keep posting them. I just get pissed off, just spoil my day. Anytime I just come across the both of them. Like, what kind of wickedness is that? You don't want to divorce your wife and you are embarrassing her on the cyberspace every day.
So she's supposed to just continue and, well, her children will grow up, leave home after school, get married, whatever, and then she'll remain a sad and lonely woman.
I'm
When she's such a beautiful woman, I'm sure there are so many men in her DM who want her.
I'm telling you, Auntie B, do you know that their first daughter, she has a YouTube channel, and anytime she posts, people will be asking about her father. That was why the girl had to remove the Yul's name from her name, because people keep pestering her, asking her. You can just imagine that kind of embarrassment for the young girl. And you will see some people on the comment section, they will be supporting you. Some men will be supporting you. Even some women. They'll be supporting you now. I'll be like, what kind of evil people are you people, for goodness sake?
Women are the gatekeepers of those customs and traditions. Yeah.
They are, Auntie B. No doubt about it. And this culture of shame, I used to tell people that you as a woman in an African setting, if you want to strive, you see that shame, you take it off. I'm telling you, Auntie B.
Yeah.
Shame is a shackle of control. If you as a woman say, damn the shame, I'm telling you, the sky is your limit. Nothing can tie you down. No societal pressure can tie you down. No society. I'm telling you, Auntie B, if you as a woman say, I'm ashamed, I'm this, I'm that. Me, anytime they post something, if you come for single mother, the way I used to attack people, they'll say, are you like a bird of the same feather? You two, you are a single mother. I say, what happened to single mother? I say, who made them single mothers? If you see a single mother, I drove my heart for them. They were the one that said, no, I will stand for my children. You men should be ashamed for making women single mothers. And you have the guts to be like shaming them for them because they decided to stay with their kids. So I don't understand Nigeria, this culture of shame. I don't understand though. Is it that want people to shame you? If you decide to say, I don't care, nobody can shame the shameless. You will go far in Nigeria, even in African to be precise. So honestly, and I think this divorce, it takes long time. It takes sometimes 3 years. You are still on it because the judge will be telling you there's still room for amendment. Go to ADR, go to this dispute resolution. You people should meet. You people should do this. They will keep postponing it
because they still want them to come together.
Yes,
that's what they are still trying to do. Is that their role? Is that the role of a judge to bring people together?
Even they will make it compulsory that you go for counseling. I'm telling you, Auntie B, they will say you should go for counseling. They will mandate counseling for the petitioner, the petitioner and the respondent. They will mandate it. You will go for counseling maybe 2 or 3 times. You go to ADR. I'm telling you, Auntie B, look at UB Franklin and his ex-wife. Their divorce has been there for several years. They refuse to grant the lady for her to go her separate ways. They keep telling them there's still room, there's still, because they are co-parenting well. They feel maybe they can still come together. Like, I don't understand it. If somebody say don't want to do again, you as the court, you have no right to interfere. Give it to them. Nigerian court, that's why people, they don't like doing court marriage.
Before somebody will go say they want to file for divorce, did they tell you it's counseling they want?
What
are they canceling? Okay, what counseling is May and you going to do now?
I don't know for them.
Which counseling is going to save this marriage?
This marriage is gone.
After 2 children,
I don't.
For another woman.
Even Auntie B, they said third is on the way. According to what they said, they said third is on the way. According to what one blog said, they said third is on the way.
Can you afford to feed all these children and take care of them?
And that is the skit
bag of rice is 80,000 naira.
That is the skit. And the church, church, people will pay tithes now. It's part of it.
This church, it doesn't have a physical church now, online church.
We put his account number on the screen and people will donate now.
All those people that follow, you think social media, all those people that follow, you think they have money?
Auntie B, you'll be shocked. If you see them on TikTok, people used to give them gifts too. Isi Mili and Isamala, the both of them. Hey, they used to give them, they'll give them gifts. They will not be, two of them will not be rubbing themselves. Ijima, they will not be, I said, what can you go believe? What's all this going on? Like, why are you this shameless? And they will not know the harm they are doing to now until those children that Judy has, until they are of age. That is when they will know what they've done. I'm telling you, Auntie B. They don't know what they've done now. It's when those kids, they've grown up and they know their left from right. That is when they will know the damage they've done.
You see, we did a show one time when we're talking about how old age looks like. And I showed you one, I did the story of 2 men. It's still on this channel. I'll link it when I finish this show. I did a story and we're talking about 2 men. One who took care of his children, even though that, he wasn't married to the mother, he was always present. He did everything he can to support them financially and all that, and how he's enjoying now. And then we did another one of a proper, when they say Yoruba demon, that was having women everywhere. He was sick now, abandoned. Nobody cared. It's like he doesn't have children. See, if you don't do right by this Gen Z, you don't do right by them, millennials and Gen Z. Hey, yeah. Oh, I know you shame me. Some of these children, they are not like those days. Back in the day when I was growing up, if you like, don't contribute anything to a child. The day they are getting married, they will come and call you and say
not
you
anymore.
wear the same cloth.
Not anymore, Auntie B.
In this generation,
they don't care.
They go shock you.
Look at Ngozi Onu and Regina Daniel. When they wanted to do their wedding and their father was doing this, they said, go and sit down. Who needs you here? Ngozi Onu, the husband came out. Even Chokalabi, our first child, the father came, wanted to claim the girl. The girl said, no, the only person I know as a father is like that, is the present husband of Chokalabi. He said, I don't know you. The man went to newspaper, he was crying, he was doing victim, blah, blah, blah.
If you are not involved and you play your role as a father or as a parent, don't expect those children to look after you when you are old. Don't expect them to even call you or visit. Old age is very lonely. It is cold. The children you have are the blankets that are going to surround your cold bones when your bones are fickle. When you are weak and weary, God forbid you are not ill. These children are going to be the warm blanket around you. So if you like, be doing bobo and be running up and down. That single mother that you are laughing at today, you are shaming today, calling single mother. Thank you so much, Nanny, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. God bless you. By the time they start enjoying, they are traveling up and down, they are building houses, buying cars for them. No, don't be jealous, because you cannot reap where you did not sow. You can't. You cannot reap. We have stories all over now. It's then you come and be saying, you see them on Pastor Shola, all of them coming, please. I'm looking for my father. I'm looking for my children. Pastor Shola and other people will not be doing. One came the other day. He ran and left America. Went to Nigeria. Left the children with the mother. She's raised the children. Now the children are grown. 2 of them are married. He now went on Facebook. Start seeing their picture. He said, she's looking so fine now. But I've messed up. Please help me get my family back. After 20-something years. And as a typical Nigerian woman she is, she never got married again. She never moved on. She stayed there. And guess what? She now came, as I put in the comment section, I say, Una papa, they find you now. You call the name of the children. I say, Una papa, they find you now. He wants to reunite. But look at what the woman has gone through raising those children to be productive citizens of society. Now you want to come back? Yes, eba mi beg. Please let me beg her. Èṣù ni. No, kò ń ṣe èṣù. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín ni. Ojú kòkòrò ni. Àìnítẹ́lọ́rùn ni. It's not issue.
But Auntie B, please, I hope those kids didn't accept him back.
You know what? To my very, 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 very sad and dissatisfied, because when I saw the story, I was like, oh, Esther, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. He had a meeting with them. They had a meeting. They did Zoom. Pastor Shola was begging and appealing to them. The woman took him back.
But what about the kids? I don't care for the woman. That's
he took out a ticket and say he's on his way to America now. He's going to meet his family. He was thanking Dr. Shola Shegoni. Thank you very much for helping me get my family back. How do you make up for 20-something years of abandonment?
But anyway, Sha, the care those kids will give to him, he can't be like Sha to me, Auntie B, because that affection is not there, to be honest. So you shouldn't see maybe like he has eaten his cake and have it. He hasn't, because
she did take him back.
Exactly.
The matter really, you know me now. Now what they no call me put now. They put my I message Pastor Shola personally on WhatsApp. I say, Pastor Shola, this is not on. What are you doing? It was like, Mama, it's not like that. I said, no. I said, well, this thing is not. You are encouraging them. You are. It's like, no, it's not like that. No, it's not like that. He's sorry. I said, sorry for what? All these years. Now he thinks he can just stroll back to their life. And guess what? The typical woman, she will be the one that will begging the children. Daddy, he's still your father. Please forgive him.
And to be, God forbid, if I'm in that position, I'll just tell my mom, if you don't want me to cut you off, you and your husband, you can be doing loving dovey. Don't just involve me.
She took him back.
He that's a problem.
And say he's going to America. I'm sure they are together now.
That's a problem. But she should not involve me. She should not involve me. If I were to be the kids, don't involve me. If you decide to accept him, that's a problem. But don't involve me, or else I will cut the both of you. I'll cut you off. I'm telling you, Auntie B, because that means you are encouraging bad behavior. You are encouraging bad behavior now. That's what it means. Okay, bye, Auntie B.
Thank you, my darling. I appreciate you. Have a good evening, Abisoye. Okay, guys. I don't know. They say sometimes when they are old, they can come back. I hear some people say the case that sometimes when the children are grown, they can come back again. I say, if it's a woman, would they take them back? Because I'm all about equality, right? And they're like, no, some people still come back. The man will still come, still take her back. If she's gone, some people are giving cases of how they know women who've gone to marry other children, they even have children in other places, they still came back. I say, okay, now I know what to now forget what they come back for. May the Lord help you. All I know is that if you are a parent, it's two people that make choice, they make the decision to lay together to have children. Once you have those children, both of you should be responsible. If you are not responsible now and the children decide not to be responsible for you tomorrow, don't blame them. Shikena. My own no pass like that. And most times it's not even the children that are telling them. Some people will say, it's their mother that taught them. They saw it, they grew up, they know. Children know everything. Some mothers do tell, but it's not all. In some cases, some mothers don't tell. But the children pick it up along the way. There's nothing they don't know. Children as young as five years, they start picking things up. They already know what you do. You should give them pocket money. If you are there, if you show up for PTA, you should buy them clothes. If you take them out, these little things, they know. They observe. Anyway, so yeah, this is where we are. As it is now, we're going to see this drama continue to unfold. On social media. I hope you will do the right thing. The right thing is for him to divorce May peacefully and move on with his life. Let everybody move on. It's better, it's healthier, because it's just going to drag on and drag on and drag on. And women like May, let me tell you something about women like this. They are very, very quiet, they are calm, they are easygoing and all that. But if you push them too much, you will be shocked what they will do. You see how we've been praising her all these years that if you push them too much, you will be, they will overreact. So I hope you knows He will borrow himself some sense and know when to stop this nonsense. Just let her go. Move on with your new wife or new baby mama, whatever. You guys live your life on social media. Enjoy yourself. Allow May to go. Justice for May. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Give us a thumbs up. Let us be kind and please stop the culture of shame. You need to go and Google that video and listen to it. You will understand better what I was talking about, what Bovi was talking about. Let's stop the culture of shaming people. Let's stop the unconscious bias against people because we think we are better off than them. We think we have arrived. No, let's stop it. It's not a good look. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. I love you guys very much. And I will see you on Thursday. Tomorrow I'm taking a break. I need to catch my breath. But on Thursday, I am back. I want to talk about the issue of that security guard in a university in America. I think that was very, very heartwarming. How many of you saw that story? A security guard in a college in America that his students raised money for to go and visit Niger. He's not been home for 11 years and have not seen his family. Wow. It tells me something about the character of that man. It's very, very rare for us to see such heartwarming things, about Nigerians especially. It was so beautiful to watch, and I want to highlight it. So Thursday we'll talk about it. Yeah. Dr. K said, I follow these stories because it's exactly similar to what my own father did to us. He abandoned us as kids, and my mom struggled on her own. Today, I'm a successful medical doctor, and my father is lonely. Lobato. Lobaton, isn't that what I just said? Old age. You are not going to be young forever. I'll be doing bobo and be wearing chinos and jeans. Wear top jeans. And I saw the other day, one of my uncles wore jeans. He wore jeans, trouser and jeans jacket and said, am I not looking under 20? This man is in his 60s. He is in his mid-60s. I was like, uncle, please, stop it. Why are you deceiving yourself? Stop it. You don't look under 20. Even if you feel like you look under 20, you need to go. Your face no look under 20. Stop deceiving yourself. Say, under 20 are fighting over me now. Is under 20 is fighting over me. I say, oh, this man go back. Oh my God. Big way, I love you too, darling. I appreciate you. Bami Kimomio. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you on Thursday night. Let's talk about something a little bit, happy. Yeah, I had a raise over $30-something thousand for that man now. So we're going to be looking at it on Thursday night. Congratulations to you, Dr. K. Yeah, please take care of your mom. Oh. May the Lord keep her alive to enjoy. Where you do not sow, you cannot reap there. It's even the law of nature. You cannot sow cassava and you want to reap cocoyam. Why do people want to reap where they didn't sow? I don't get it. I don't. So reap. If you don't sow, you'll be hungry when the season for harvesting comes. It's simple. May the Lord help us. Know the truth and do not sell it. Look after your children and do the right thing. God bless you. I'll see you on Thursday night. Have a good evening. Thanks to all the people that called. Please give us a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Before you leave, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye, guys. Love you.